Hi, this is Donna Berry with Donna Berry Art. I am finally bringing you the video for the Bloomkeepers Archive Volume 1. And the reason it's after 2 and 3 is because I had to redo a bunch of stuff because it was so big and thick. This one is called A Flower Journey. And I believe, did I put pockets on this one? I did not. But there's pockets on the other ones. So we're going to learn about this one because I haven't been through it in a while. She's a lovely 6 inches wide. This is a lap book, so it's 2 signatures folded up together. You'll see that in a minute. Little extra pocket here for you to put some extra things in. And oh, back here is where my pocket is. And then here, I've just put this so you could kind of write your name on it and put some dates or whatever you want on it. But back here is where I have my pocket, and there's my artist bio and the extras. Oh, and here we go. There's 2 more. What's inside of it, and just a little bit of a kind of what it's all about, you know. 2 bulky signatures, 6-inch wide. Lap spine, 30 laced edge pages. You'll get a writing board. It's this particular tassel, which I'll show you shortly, has 10 dangles on it with trim and a glass charm. 120 pieces of ephemera in total. A bookmark, some pen paper clips, beaded dangles, tablets, envelopes, writing sheets, 5 butterfly-shaped plantable seed papers. I've put that in all of them. You'll also get 4 seed packets, actual seeds, for your flower garden, and some snippets and such. You're going to get some extras with this. I didn't bring them out to show you, but you're going to get a 9.5 by 12-inch pouch that I made. That's I have posted it on Facebook, and it's actually book page and decoupage, or not decoupage, I'm sorry, collage, and just all decorated up, and you can put, it's full of these mini books and tablets and ephemera and stuff that you can add to this particular journal. So that said, let's turn it over. You can see how wide she is this way. Now, let me show you the tassel. I like to show you that and get that out of the way. Let's go back this way. Sorry about that. Okay. So our tassel is a big one. It just fits the whole thing, the whole theory here, not theory, you know, it's fitting. So you have a glass charm, and you've got all this lovely lace and trim, and you've got, oh my gosh, you have 10 beaded dangles, and they're in, you know, all the colors that they should be in, appropriate for this flowers, you know, the rainbow colors. And this pink one goes up here, and the blue one, some of them have double. Here's another like lavender one, white crystal. Here's a yellow one. And let's see what else is in here. If you can't tell, this could be a very long video. Oh, more purple and yellow, more yellow. So that's the tassel. And it's just on a bulldog clip, and it will be out of your way when you need to open the book and journal and do whatever you want to do inside of here. So let's open it up. We'll look at one side at a time. I'll try not to belabor too many of the things inside here, but we'll try to get through as much as we can. Let's get in frame here. On the sides, I've put pocket, and I have reinforced this. I normally use regular book binding material that you get from Dick Blick. I ran out, so I used some chipboard and I didn't feel it was strong enough. So I put some panels inside the sides of this, the middle, and then the middle and the two outsides have pockets. Okay, so we have our first dangle, and we have a little envelope here. You'll see a few envelopes in here. This one is the one that is really, really lacy, which I think added to the thickness a little bit. With some vellum, of a hidden paper clip. This is full of all kinds of ephemera. Another little envelope in here, and much of it ties into this particular print itself. And it says The Earth Laughs and Flowers by Ralph Waldo Emerson. This piece is a pocket and a pocket and a pocket with writing paper. You can journal on everything. A little information there about the hyacinth. I do that periodically throughout. All my cards are, you are able to write on all of them. It's another dangle, hidden paper clip. This comes out for writing and journaling. Here's some paper my friend gave me. She's an artist and she does graphic arts and painty papers and jelly prints, and she takes photographs and alters them and filters them and makes all kinds of very cool things. And she allowed me to use a bunch of her papers. Some of them, of course, which were fitting for the flower journals. But she's given me a ton of them, and I feel very honored and quite lucky. Now I gotta get this to go like that. Okay. Oops. And here we have a belly band. And here, I believe this talks about this flower, the astilbe. And then you can journal on the back of this. And is there another card in here? No, there's not. So, your ephemera is going to be in here. And then I believe this pocket will actually slide up and you can write underneath here. Kind of messing this up here a little bit. I think this was over here. I think I did that wrong. Sorry, bear with me, please. Okay, here we go. Now that's on the outside. Here's just a little bit of more astilbe. This is a package from stickers from Temu, and I just repurposed it. So I put a picture of the flower in there, or an image, and then you can journal on the back. And then we have another hidden paper clip here. More beautiful lace. Here we're looking at some lavender and another dangle. And this one has a card inside here, which I believe, does this one open? This one is not journalable, is that a word? But most of them, 99% of them are. This one's just kind of, I suppose, for, well, I guess you could write on there a little bit. But I do really try to make sure that you can journal on anywhere and anything inside of here. All right, I'll come back to that. Here's one of the 5 plantable seed butterflies. You write a little inspiration on the back and stick it in some dirt and water it, and you'll get yourself some flowers. And then here we have just some more cards and another card over here that you can journal on. So I'm not going to pull it all the way out. I'm going to come back to this page. Here we have the Sweet Magnolia, and you open this up and we have some cute cards in here. I don't know if you can see them. I'll make sure I'm in shot here. They just have sayings on it. Do what you love and do it often. The hum of the bees is the voice of the garden. And then on this side, unties and it opens this way, and it's very similar. Again, more little journal cards with sayings or stamping. Same here. So that's that. I'm gonna tie this really quick. Oh, I'll come back. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Foxglove, It's also known as digitalis, which is heart medicine. I printed on this doily. I can't think of my words. Snippet I made. I did like a tutorial video on how I made these particular snippets based on the images in all of my flower journals, and then some book page and music page and such. Here we have the Stargazer, just some cards and some little inspirational cards. Bloom where you are planted, always remember you are unique. What else is back here? And stuffed in here, when I talked about the different writing paper, there's coordinating lined paper tucked in behind a lot of things in here. I think I said there were like 15 extra pages. Some more lace, and we're at the middle. And here we have, each side has a little envelope made out of the same petals print. And then we have file folder. My words elude me. And some little papers to write on, big journaling card, and more writing paper behind this lovely, lovely pocket of lace. And I'm just gonna go this way. So these are both pretty much the same. The envelopes are just a little bit different. Okay, journaling. There's the rest of that doily. Here we have allium. These are all inspirational little cards, and you know, you can write on the back of them too. And I don't leave a lot of stuff white. Very rarely will you see anything. I'll usually try to color it. This is a partial snippet I made that I just cut to fit and made a little pocket tuck thing. And here we have our pansy. So you've got a pansy flower and a journaling card. Here you can open these and find a little flower inside. I'm not going to open both. There's 3 actually, but you'll find something inside each one of them. It's a little hidden, secret little places to write a thought down. This is obviously a horizontal belly band. You've got this piece here. Just have to tuck that back in there. And this is kind of an interactive piece, and has a card here. There's a card inside of here, and then that's just a image, little writing paper, and there's another card back here. So that's that. Moving on, more lace. Here we have petunia and some writing paper. Another, I love this bead, by the way, dangle for this page. Of course, I cut these all out and they're glued down to make this tuck. This is a cluster I made, and I just stuck some little things inside of there. And I created this in Canva. And here we have a hidden pocket, a little wisteria in here. And again, just something different because that flower is not necessarily going to be in this book. Another cluster I made a tuck out of it. Stickers in here, all kinds of little cards and things. You'll find some stickers throughout here and there. So just something you could maybe dress things up the way you want. Another butterfly, some more journaling cards. And this is, and more paper. And there's 3 cards in here. And this is an envelope I made. I showed these in my other volume, I think 3. And I made this out of book page, and I had printed on it. And then just stuck some stickers and just ephemera and fun stuff inside of it. So another envelope. I really do like envelopes. They're nice places to tuck things away. There's some trim. And I forget what this is called, but I think it's a dahlia. There's some vellum. I did not print this. I bought it like this. Cosmos, and this slides up and down. There's 2 nice big cards in here. And some more paper. I think there's a pink sheet and a green sheet behind there. Let me just lift this up, get you inside here. And I also gusseted this so that there's plenty of room. And another card. Okay. And here we have some white, antique white roses. Here's a little cluster I made. And this tucks in like this. And there's just all kinds of fun little things in here. Writing paper. And it's kind of got like this little pocket and tuck. Over here it's a corner tuck. This one opens like so. And if I can open it, a little cluster on it. And it goes like this. So you can write on it. I'll come back to that. And then there's just a piece of an old letter in here that you can write on the back. It's like tea stained. Almost done with the signature. Big old piece of ribbon. And then this is just all kinds of ephemera and paper and things. When I counted my ephemera, I think I meant to tell you I did not count all of the little stuff that's like from Temu or Amazon. I counted just the stuff that I made. And here we have a big long old cluster. I did not make a tuck out of this one. And on the back we have another cluster and some really pretty trim. I bought that at Michael's. They ran out. I thought I'd never see it again. And I found it at Hobby Lobby. So I was really thrilled. So I have a little bit more of that in my stash. So here we're going to come over to the other signature. You just take this off. Lay it down. And we're almost there, guys. Okay, let's move you up a little. It's another little pocket to stuff a few things in. This is vellum and a sticker. Little sticker here. And again, there's that pocket. We're going to go all the way over like this. I'm going to have to go way over here. Okay, here we go. So we have some daffodils, sunflowers. I made this little checkerboard thing in Canva. And in this side, I did the same thing here. Obviously this, I didn't put it back last time. I'll put it out. It's just a little tablet. Some trim, beautiful irises. Another printed doily. Some acetate. I think acetate just gives a kind of a classy feel. And it's got like a writing, like a real faint writing, like, you know, old antique writing on it. Tulips. We have big tulip cards to write on. On this side of this pocket, there's more of those petals. And a cluster. Here we have a corner pocket that is actually seamless with the tag, the card. And two more cards down here. It goes about like that. Anyway. And this side is orange roses. And this is, I made this last year, 2024. And I've had it in my stash. It's a little card here to write on. A little Unchained melody there for you. I made this little tab out of the rose. And then you can write inside here. There's more of that music sheet. And I worked in Canva. Again, I'm only doing stuff in Canva because these are my own original prints. You cannot do this with printed kits or kits you buy because there's copyright violations. So don't do this unless it's your own digital kit. This is embossed and stamped, and be you, the world will adjust. And this is vellum. Okay, and here we have some triple pockets, I'm sorry, delphinium. I'm not going to take all those out. There's 3 journaling cards. And here we have the hydrangea. More hydrangea. And here we have a flower card that I fussy cut largely. I'll take that back. This is a specimen slide of the hydrangea, large one. Has a card side. And where do you go? You go here. And we have a little envelope with some little cards inside. So that's the hydrangea. Oh, we have another card back here, a big one. And that's a butterfly card and more paper, pink and blue. This side is, this is like not a wax paper, but a dry kind of paper. I think you use it in those picnic baskets with food. I had a whole box of them. Cluster with a snippet, and then some flowers, all kinds of flowers inside here that are cut out. I'm gonna have to come back and glue this, but, and then this card envelope has just some cute little ephemera in it. Another dangle. Some textured paper. Another snippet I made. All the digitals in here, by the way, I should always never mention it because I think people just know, but are all my own that I make. Writing paper. This is a printed acetate, which you can write underneath. And another dangle. Some cone flower. It's used in medicine for zinc for colds. And some tulips. Paper, I did not print this. Vellum. Big old. This is coming up because this is the middle. And I put this on here because this holds 2 huge printed vellum envelopes full of, I think 40, I don't know if it's 40 total pieces, I think. And this is going to be all different kinds of flowers that are not necessarily going to be in here, but you can use them at your own will. All kinds of different fun stuff in here. So I'm just giving you as much of the flower world as I can in this journal. This is the largest one. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. So you can see Lily of the Valley and, you know, just all kinds of really fun stuff inside of here. So you can use these in, I guess, in your journals if you want, or just decorate this some more, give tags away on gifts, write someone a cute little note, that kind of thing. And here we have the bleeding heart and a tuck with lace and ribbon, paper, some cute little cards. Go tucked in here. This, I think this is a rose, but I'm not sure. But I just love it, and I just kind of made it the center of the whole thing. So we're halfway done here. Stargazer. This is beautiful. I love the scent of these. Beautiful lily, some paper. This is just a specimen card. Is that a tag? Nah, I don't think so. No. No. Anyway, this is just here for looks and just covers this up. Each of these are photographs I took of a stargazer I had once, just so you know. And then it talks about the symbolization of the stargazer lily itself here. More writing paper, more textured paper, and the infamous morning glory. I don't know anybody who doesn't love a morning glory. My grandpa used to grow them, and every single spring they were all over his fences. He had, like, you know, the chain link fences, and they just were everywhere. More lace, just some file folders that are made out of this. This is actually a master board that I made. All of these flowers, I digitized it, but every one of these flowers was cut out by hand and placed into this collage, including, you know, I just threw the labels on. Those are my own as well. But just so you know, I did all that myself, all fussy cut. And then of course, this is just a digital copy. When I make a master board, I will make it on 8.5 by 11 so that I can scan it and I can use it and use it and use it all different ways. More paper from my friend. And we have some, this I don't remember. I want to say it's like a, you know how some roses don't look like a big fat rose, like a wild rose kind of thing. This is called Smoke Flower. And we have ourselves another little dangle, another snippet. And we have a dangle here. And this is a bookmark, another digital, this is a digital collage I made. I did this in Canva with my images. Some peonies. And yes, Cosmos again, only because I got a really good response on them. And I just ended up putting another one in here. So this is acetate on top of this. And then there's 2 more big tags that are you're able to journal on. So who could complain about more Cosmos, right? And we're getting to the end. Roses, doily, big rose. Again, here's that digital collage that I did. And then behind here is some paper and a big rose, another paper, another paper. This just has some stamping on it. I'll just set that aside. And then these are all bigger versions of the flowers that are in here in this digital collage. And you can see this is seamless. And you can't tell when stuff's in it, but it is seamless. And some daisies to end the day. So thank you for watching. I know this was probably a little bit long, but considering how big this is and, you know, all the things that you're looking at, not terribly much longer than some others. So thank you again. It's Donna Berry with Donna Berry Art.